What's up, y'all? It's your girl Sang, and today we're going to be reacting to a video from Cross-Examined, and it's titled Biologist Confronts Frank on Gender Theory. Ooh, let's see what this is about.
Have you ever heard of gynecomastia?
I had it.
And so did you have that fixed?
Yes, I did.
And did that make you feel affirmed in your gender and comfortable in your body?
No, when I was in the Navy, nobody knows this, by the way. Jesus, now I'm revealing I need a HIPAA form to sign here or something.
What did she say? He had
What do
gyne
you
or
have
something?
to say for people who don't fit in your definition of man or woman? I'm a biologist. I understand the biology. Are you saying that a woman is only a person who has two X chromosomes and a man who is someone who only has an X and a Y chromosome?
I think that's the scientific definition, yes.
It's actually not, because there can be people
It actually is.
with XXY. There can be Y chromosome inactivation. The way that this biology works is that you have genes. Those genes make proteins. Those proteins develop the traits that you define as men and women. They develop the features that you define as male. They develop the genitalia. But you can be a woman with female genitalia and be XY. You can be a man, but you can have XX chromosomes.
Yeah, I understand what you're talking about, Grace. You're talking about a very rare condition known as intersex.
One in 100 people experience chromosomal differences in sex.
Okay, but not 1 in 100 have different genitalia or ambiguous genitalia.
And what do you say to those people?
Well, what you say is that's a situation that is not the norm. We're not saying that they're not people, obviously. As I understand it, maybe you know more about it than me, when you do have a truly intersexed person, at that point, either the parents or when they're old enough, they can decide which way they're going to orient themselves and they can get the appropriate surgery. But
Facts. That's how it was told to me. I actually saw, look, I'm going to see if I could find it. I just saw a chart recently on Twitter, and it was from Matt Walsh was reacting to something. And some guy had this whole colorful chart that he was trying to use to show Matt that it was all these different genders out there because of this super colorful diagram. And somebody had the funniest response to go to that because of how crazy it was. And when I find it, I will share it with you guys. Give me 1 second. All right, so this is the chart. I don't know how well you guys can see it. I pretty much have this as big as I can get it. Well, okay, here we go. This is better. This is better. This is trying to, it says the new science of sex and gender. And they're trying to say, because she's the biologist, this is why this is wrong, right? She says there's beyond XX and XY. And as you see, it says factors that determine sex. You have chromosomes, genes, hormones, internal and external sex organs. And then, I mean, my face is in the way and it's going to be in the way. But down here it says secondary sex characteristics such as breast or facial hair. And that it's all aligned by conception, birth, and down here where you can't see it says puberty, right? Something funny about this chart, and I'm going to show you guys in the comment section. First thing that pops up, if you can see, is it says technically two sexes in several combinations. Two sexes and several genetic deformities. So it's still saying there's two sexes, and it's just like everything on that chart, if you were able to read it, it had deformity or disorder at the end of all the terms. None of that says anything normal. And then you have this right here where it says actual science done by biologists, which that woman claims she is, shows two sexes, one with small mobile gametes, and the other with large immobile ones. There is no third sex. Disorders of new sexual development are not new sexes, and biological sex is binary. Let's not conflate sex, gender, and developmental anomalies. And developmental anomalies. Okay? So I don't know what this lady is talking about in this video, but I feel like this whole indoctrinated woke train on how to explain things, they keep trying to drip it off into other areas, and it's like, you can't keep doing this. That's like when with carbon dating, they're trying to say we shouldn't add sex to carbon dating because you don't know what that person's pronouns were within your life. It's like, we have to do that. Okay? If the bone density is a certain way, it's going to tell me if it was a man or a woman. I'm not going to sit there and be like, I found this anonymous bone, because you don't want to desecrate the bone that belonged to somebody who may have thought they were the opposite. That's goofy. That's such goofy logic. And there have been scientists that laughed about that because they were like, I don't know why people have that thought and they call themselves scientists, but it's stupid. But we'll get back to the video. But I want to share that a little bit with you guys.
But that's not what we're experiencing in our culture.
That it's okay for people to decide their gender.
In that situation, but that's not what we're talking about in our culture. What we're talking about in our culture are people with perfectly normal functioning sexual organs trying to have them removed and trying to transition to another gender, which is impossible scientifically.
Have you ever doubted that you're a man?
Mm-hmm.
You've doubted that you...
Oh, have I ever doubted I'm a man? No, I have never doubted I'm a man.
Then what do you say to a transgender person who has never doubted their gender? You're saying that we all change and that obviously transgenderism is a product of some kind of phase, but you've never doubted that you're a man. So
no,
where's your development of this change?
Grace, I'm not denying there are people truly with gender dysphoria. I've already said that. What I'm saying is the way out of that problem is not surgery according to the data.
It's therapy.
Okay? Psychiatry is the way out of that problem.
I also don't agree with your statement that after surgery, you implied that transgender people are more likely to commit suicide after surgery.
They are. That's also a statistical fact.
But the statistics say that transgender people are more likely to commit suicide because of arguments that you make that they're invalid.
No, I'm not saying they're invalid.
I'm just saying that you implied that it's the surgery that's causing suicide
No, it's
rates.
not. What I'm saying is the surgery doesn't fix anything. That's the point. It's practically the same rate whether they have the surgery or not.
If you woke up and grew breasts today, would you like them to be removed?
He's not going to wake up with breast. What kind of argument is this? Okay? If you have gender dysphoria, or you truly believe you should be one thing and then you destroy your body and you're just like, wow, why did I destroy my body? Now I'm sad I destroyed my body. It's all mental. That can't get fixed on an operating table, which is what he said.
There are many.
Say that again?
Have you ever heard of gynecomastia?
I had it.
And so did you have that fixed?
Yes, I did.
And did that make you feel affirmed in your gender and comfortable in your body?
No, when I was in the Navy, nobody knows this, by the way. Jesus, now I'm revealing I need a HIPAA form to sign here or something.
You don't have to talk about it.
No, what I'm saying is, yes, I've had that myself and had it surgically removed when I was in the Navy. Yeah.
And do you feel more comfortable in your body and more affirmed in your gender because of that?
Well, it wasn't a gender thing for me. It was the fact, well, I can't even get into it now because it had nothing to do with my gender.
The fact that he said he was in the Navy and then had to go through this, something happened. That's why he got rid of it. That has nothing to do with gender. She goofy. She's trying to pick anything to just like, I gotcha. It's not working.
Okay. So it had to do with the fact that it looked really odd. Let me just put it that way.
Something happened when you were in the Navy.
But Grace, my point is if we truly care about people, are we going to try and force them down a road, particularly as children, into a solution to a problem which is proven not to be a solution?
You just said that having that surgery made you feel better about yourself.
No,
it wasn't a gender issue. That's the difference. That is the difference.
That has nothing to do with transgender surgery. I wasn't changing my sex. I was having breast tissue removed. Okay? I was always a man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah, he didn't go from a woman to a man. He went from a man fixing an issue to still be a man.
So...
And say that I have XY chromosomes, but I'm born with female genitalia and female body types, but I believe I'm a man. Should I not be allowed to have that breast tissue removed?
As an adult, you can do whatever you want.
Yes, that's fine.
My problem is with the children. That's where I'm having a real problem.
Is there a magic button at 18 that instantly makes you feel like you know who you are and absolutely what your gender is? I think for women it's probably like 15. For men it's 37.
to be honest with you, okay? Because men don't develop as quickly as women, all right? But no, we've just chosen 18 kind of as the...
Yes, that's the adult age. Just like depending what state you're in, they're like, oh, you can start making these type of decisions or buying this or doing that when you're 16. And you're not an adult at 16. So I don't know where she's going with this.
The adulthood crossing point, although for some issues it's 21, like drinking, okay? So, no, maybe it's later than 18, okay? My big problem, and I would say this to somebody who's 37, that the surgery does not appear to help anyone. And if you want more data on this, you can go to sexchangeregret.com. Sexchangeregret.com. But I wouldn't even be talking about this issue unless I thought the current way the culture's going is hurting people. And it is.
Facts. Because they're pushing
Why would I bring
hard.
all this abuse on myself?
Yeah, because they're pushing it hard on kids.
I'd just like to say that I disagree. But
Okay.
thank you for talking to me.
Thank you, Grace.
Of course you disagree. I'm not shocked. You're the new age biologist. You don't even follow your own science because you got to make that woke point. That's what that is. Goofy. If you want to see me react to more videos like this one, let me know in the comment section down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss when I drop a video. And to stay up to date with everything I got going on, hit that community tabs on my channel from time to time. Just like I said, stay up to date. And with that said, you already know who it is. It's Sang.